Go.
Good morning, Marshfield. I'm Rachel Andrews, Executive Director of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Rob Jones, President of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce, and Rachel's alarm clock.
To tell me when I'm supposed to speak.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a fun show lined up today.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. Before we delve into that, let's thank our sponsors. A huge thank you to Marshfield Chevrolet, Las Casuelas, and Whispering Oaks Golf Course. Without them, we don't have a show. And without you, the viewer, we don't have a show either. So thank you for joining us this morning. All right, let's get to it.
All right. Hey, this week, school's back in session.
It is.
Last week, I thought we had a great
I did
show
too. Yeah.
with Mr. Henry on,
Yes.
talking about all things that have gone on. Really busy summer at the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
With a new heightened summer school and all the building
Yeah.
and construction and football field.
Yes.
Man,
So they're
I don't know how
ready
they got
for a
it all
good
done.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're ready. So glad.
So welcome back to school.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't have mine out.
Okay,
My
that's
agenda.
good. We're good.
See,
That's all right.
you tell me where to go.
It's her first day on the show.
Yeah. She hasn't done 26 or so before this, right? Hey, let's talk about our networking event.
Oh my
from
goodness.
Yesterday. How's
Yes, it was packed.
that? We kind of got late start on
Yeah.
getting all that planned.
Yeah, we
together.
kind of had a late start on getting the
And
location.
again, a special thank you to Las Casuelas
Absolutely.
for bailing us out.
They
as
always take really good care of us. I mean, they're just the best. I mean, it was one message to Anna that said, "Hey, can you help us out?" And she's like, "Absolutely." And she took care of us.
Picture?
Lose
internet?
Are we good?
Okay.
Okay.
No, Marshfield, you go on.
So
Okay.
sorry about that. So yes, and I will tell you that yesterday morning we had about 21 people registered, and I think we had about 40 that showed up.
But that's kind of normal. We get about
It
half the
is.
people pre-register, and I think the other half is kind of, well, I'll wait and see if I
Yeah.
can go or not.
Yeah, and I love it. And
Yeah.
I mean, thank you to everybody that showed up yesterday. It was very, I think, what's the word? What's what I'm looking for? It was good. I mean,
I don't
but
think you.
educational. I needed chat. I needed chat to help me out, but it was very educational.
Well, we had a lot of people that we hadn't seen for a while.
Yeah.
That shown up, and again, a lot of new people because again, we're adding 5 new members
Yeah.
almost every week now.
Yes.
and we
And
think go ahead.
I think we're going to have 3
Yeah.
from yesterday's event. So 3 new members is what we're hoping for out of yesterday's event. And if you watch the show very often, or if you were at the event yesterday, you would have heard me say that we're sitting at 239 members right now. And I want to get to 280 by October. And I know that's a huge feat, but I don't know if we'll make it, but we're going to try really hard.
And my goal was
250.
And Ryan had up some of the pictures
Yeah.
Of our networking event.
Yeah. Oh, ye of little faith.
Yeah. Well, again, getting to 250 to me is a major achievement.
Hey, and I'm just grateful for all of the new ones.
Absolutely.
Well, all of them, really.
Well, and what was neat about yesterday, we had a lot of people who work in Springfield but live in Marshfield.
Absolutely.
And so they're bringing their Springfield-based companies to become chamber partners because they live here.
Yes.
And I think we had like 3 different ones
Yeah.
set
Well,
up that
they
way
know
yesterday.
they know their community.
Yes.
And they're like, "Hey, I live here. I work in Springfield, but I can help you out." So
Right,
that was
right.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So this week we've had 2, I
Mhm.
believe 2 new members this week.
I think we're going to get 3 more.
And we're hoping to get 3 more today. So hopefully by the end of tomorrow, we'll have 5 new members this week, which is phenomenal.
Just
So
another
thankful.
good week. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Hey, how about our next networking event? Well, let's get that
Yes.
on the calendar
So
right now.
September 17th will be our next networking event. So get that on your calendar. It will be at 11:45. We are still hammering out the details for the location. Hoping to get that nailed down by the early part of next week,
yes,
I would
yeah.
say. So hopefully we can get that squared away. It is on our website, discovermarshfield.com. If you would like to go ahead and sign up, you can. We just don't have the location just yet.
September 17th.
Yeah. So September 17th.
11:45.
Get that on your calendar. So I think it'll be a good one.
Right.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Well, and we always try to do something different and kind
Yeah.
of, I hate to use the word educational like you
No,
did,
but
yeah, we try to get things that people mainly need to know about.
it needs
or
to be
understand.
beneficial to them, because if they're going to take time out of their day, it needs to be something
Right.
that they can use. And I thought yesterday was fantastic. I thought you did a good job on teaching people how to use chat.
You seem surprised.
No.
Wow.
We've had many discussions about chat.
Yeah. And what we did is it was kind of unique selling proposition.
Yep.
Had everybody go through a structured exercise on trying to be able to define
Yep.
that. And I was surprised. It seemed to go over very well.
It did. And some of them, they read theirs. And I think some of them tweaked it before they spoke about it.
Oh, absolutely. They were pulling out the chat. I think Scott Allen was
Yes.
the first one, right? Out of the box.
Yeah. But it was good. It was really good.
All right, let's talk about board selection again. How's
Yes.
that? We're coming up on that time.
So we are losing a few of our board members at the end of, I guess, first part of October.
Yeah, October 7th.
Yeah.
Is a transition.
So we'll have a transition period in October. So we are looking for new board members. If you think being a part of our board makes sense to you, we encourage you to put your name in the hat.
Absolutely. And
so it's
a commitment.
It is a commitment. More than anything, it's a time commitment.
Right.
It's a time commitment. You have to deal with me, which that's the best part of it all, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, we forgot to say that.
That's right. That's right. If you think that you might be a good fit, or maybe you know somebody that might be a good fit to be on the chamber board, I'll have that link in the description box, or you can scan that QR code to get your name in the hat, or someone that you know that might be a good fit.
And we need to get those in
pretty
right
quickly.
Away. Yeah. Really by the end of August. Because for September,
we're going to start.
We need to get the new board selected and start getting things ready for I think it's October 7th. Transition.
And also, if you have questions, just email me and ask me. I'm happy to answer those, because I had one lady reach out and say, hey, what's this all about? What does it mean? So I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about the board.
Go through the commitments that it would take. And all that. All right, let's go to commercial break real quick.
Perfect.
And who are we going to come back with?
We are going to come back with Cheryl Franklin with the Ozarks Homesteading Expo. I'm excited about this one. I think Cheryl and I have been talking a bit this morning, and man, there's a lot going on down there this year.
Well, we did a ribbon cutting last year there,
yeah.
Right? And now it's coming up again. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll be back in about a minute and a half.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, located in Marshfield, Missouri, alongside historic Route 66. From the clubhouse to the grounds and to the course, our members and the community take pride in this wonderful course. So when you are ready to tee it up and play some golf, come make Whispering Oaks your golf course destination. You will be glad you came, and as always, have a great day.
All right, and we're back, and I think Chase still owes us a ride in these Corvettes, doesn't he?
Oh,
we see these every week, and I'm.
Do you think he'd let me? Do you think he would let me drive one?
No,
I don't think he would either.
John will barely let you drive the cars you have. How's that?
We don't need to talk about Rachel's driving record
right.
because it's not the greatest. Although the only accidents I've ever had are deer. No, that's not right either. We better move on.
yeah. All right. So let's go. What do we do?
So Cheryl, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We are excited to have you join us. So let's start with a little bit about you.
Okay.
And then tell us how you started or got involved in the Ozarks homesteading.
My adult life, while I was having a career mostly in the media, newspaper business, I was also at home. We were raising dairy goats and growing our own food and, our own pork and making everything from scratch. And I kind of got obsessed with all of that. And so that was my other life. And, so I would, get up at 5 o'clock and milk goats and then dress for success at,
Right.
7. You didn't see me 2 hours ago.
Right.
Kind of thing. But anyway, and then I've always been involved in extension and when we had children, involved in 4-H and all that, and a lot of living history things as well. So I really had just an obsession about going back to basics. Type of thing. And so much so that I tried to gather more people to do that. So I did some teaching and some workshops and things like that. And then when my newspaper career ended abruptly in 2018, I thought, need to gather some people around. Let's do some workshops and let's do an event. And so a year to the date that I left the newspaper, we started the very first Ozarks Homesteading Expo in 2019.
Wow.
So we had probably 1,000 people showed up for that event.
Wow.
Unexpectedly, we had, this great turnout. And then, of course, 2020 happened. And,
Right.
and then more people kind of got on the same bandwagon that I was on got on my bandwagon that I was trying to get people on for years, where you need to know where your food comes from. And some people, didn't know if they could even get the food that they wanted, especially you saw that kind of panic come in. And all of a sudden, everybody was wanting to raise their own chickens because they needed chickens and they needed eggs and they wanted to learn how to make sourdough and because they were home, not going out. So everybody was on YouTube learning how to make sourdough. And so just that kind of thought process and awareness more of, there might be a time where we don't have access to food in the grocery store and then of course people, as they were learning that, they learned that, if you grow your own food, it's way more healthier and what's in it and what you're feeding your family.
And I would think that some people would enjoy doing that.
And it's very enjoyable. It's kind of very addicting to go and we get very snobby about it too. Let me tell you, so now you go in the grocery store and everybody's reading labels, because you're like, oh, I don't want to have that. And so I started this out as to be more of a resource fair. I was in the newspaper business. We did some farm magazines and a lot of things. And so I have a lot of network, a lot of resources that I knew of, and people would always call me and go, "Where do you get that? And what's the place? Or how'd you get that? Or where did you get that gizmo?" And so I wanted to put together a resource fair mostly about the businesses and the vendors and the resources and the products. And then, of course, then you need to have workshops to go with that, and then you need to have, teaching and education to why you need to have these products. So we started that, and it just grew. And then we grew out of the place that we were at. We started in Neosho, Missouri, and we looked for another place to have this. And everybody, every venue doesn't want you to come in and butcher hogs and chickens and things like that in their garage or their little their venue, their wedding venue, and so so we were looking for a fairgrounds because we have animals and we have livestock come and we do that. We show people how to process a hog, and we do chickens and rabbits and things like that, and sawmills and blacksmithing and just a lot of things that you need that kind of infrastructure. And we were looking for something that had fence around it because it is a ticketed event, and we want to have something that was rustic, kind of homesteady, rustic, and Marshfield fit the bill. And I knew some people over here already with extension, Kyle Whitaker and Kevin Cantrell has been great. The Fair Board. I mean, everybody's been so great here, and the city has been great, as we visited with them, and it's just the perfect place. There's a couple things we would like to have different, but it really works for us. And some of the people, we have presenters and vendors, but mostly presenters that come from all over the country. Some of them are internationally known speakers and authors. And
more than a few of them have said, this is just such a cool place.
Yeah. That's
We just
awesome.
love this venue. We love the feel. It has a feel,
does.
and that's what most people like about, because when we first started this, there was like 2 events of this sort, maybe 3 in the whole country.
Wow.
And now you can't throw a rock without hitting some kind of little homesteading event or
Yeah.
something workshop, which is great because
Right.
people need to have community
Absolutely.
and teaching.
Absolutely.
And everybody can't travel to 5 states away to go to things like this,
Yeah.
but people are picking up these sort of skills and workshops and
Yeah.
things, how to do these back to basic things
Yeah.
in their communities, which is
So-
our
Yes.
mission.
So let's talk about this year's event. It is September 5th and 6th.
Right.
Is that correct?
It's a Friday and Saturday.
So what
Mhm.
can people expect when they show up?
So when they come, they're going to see a lot of vendors. Some of them are hiding in the MFA pavilion and the show
Uh-huh.
arena and in the Rock, the 4-H building,
Uh-huh.
and in the Centennial Pavilion.
Mhm.
So some of them are in there, and then the rest are all on the launch. You're going to go in and you're just going to be
Blown away.
You are just going to be wanting to pull the dollars out, because you're going to bring the dollars, because you're going to want stuff you didn't know you wanted.
That's right. You didn't know you needed.
I didn't know you needed, and you need it.
And I think I read, and you also told me this morning, that you have over 150 vendors.
Yeah, I'm looking 160, 170, I
That's
think this
wonderful.
year, including food trucks, which we have several more food trucks this year than we've had in the past. That's always, you just never know. And some of the lines can get long, but we have more food trucks this year,
Wonderful.
more drinks, and then they'll, they're going to get a program when they come in, which that's already on the website.
Uh-huh.
And the schedule's on the website and list of vendors,
Mhm.
because people come in with a plan of action, because there are
Yes.
4 or 5 things going on at once every hour and a half. And so, you can't see everything,
Right.
but you have to pick, and and you've come with people, and everybody
You go
splits
here and I'll
splits
go
up. We do record record all of the sessions as well, video, record them, so they are available after that for our ticket holders.
Uh-huh.
We actually give them that as an added value after the fact. And then if you're not a ticket holder, you have to buy it, buy
Uh-huh.
access. But we do have that, and that's just wonderful for especially people that was like, I really wish I could have went and saw this one, but
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
but I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, so people come in with a plan of action, and they're going, okay, where's this? Where's that? We have a map in the program, and they'll start out, and most of the tents and we have the tents in the show arena, and we're going to actually be in the bleachers this year a little bit for one of them, and they're just overflowing. The tents end up being standing room only, and it's just people are taking notes, and if they're not there, they're shopping, or they're visiting. People come there to
Right.
find their people.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
some people think we're weird. Some of your family thinks, why are you making your own bread when you can go to the store and buy it? Or why are you
And so
canning
you
that?
can't find the bread in the store.
Exactly. That's why. Even if and we tell people, even if you don't feel like you're going to use all these skills, gardening and bread making and cheese making, and
Mhm.
and just, we have a lot of gardening things going on this year, foraging. It's good to know how to do it.
Yes.
Or get to know the resources, or just get a inspiration for it. So, because, we can't teach you everything
At least
in
give
one
a
day.
business card so that I know who to call.
Right.
Or if I need the vegetables, because I probably have I would have a black thumb.
Yeah. Well, see, and all your people that you need to pick their brains, because that's what happens after the sessions. People will be
Yeah.
speaking, and then, we scoot them out of there because the next one's right after that. But they have a ton of people around them afterwards, wanting to visit with them
Yes.
about, well, my garden's doing this, or my cattle are doing that, and we just have so many variety of topics this year. And of course, we couldn't do this without our sponsors, and they're going to be there too.
Good.
Like Azure Standard, which is a nationally known business that has bulk and organic foods, and a lot of companies that sell canning supplies, Roots and Harvest and Four Jars, and Stark Brothers is a Missouri, owned company, nursery. And, we have, Feather and Equipment and Kraut
Ryan's
Creek,
got
lots
the
of them.
flyer.
And there's
Yeah.
Flyer. And
ad-libbing.
well, also the, and the speakers, some people come just to shop because they just want, this is where I'm gonna get all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then some people come because we have the nationally known speakers draw these people in, such as Joel Salatin. He is like the world's most famous farmer. He started like the pastured poultry, rotational grazing, regenerative agriculture. He's one of the pioneers of that movement, so to speak. Sean and Beth Doherty will teach about how to do dairy cows and not have to go to the feed store to buy your food, how to really supplement, your feed. And Brandon Sheard, the Farmstead meatsmith, he is internationally known meatsmith, where he'll be scalding and scraping, hog, go through the whole process the first day, and then the second day he'll be cutting it up and showing you the curing
really
processes and things like that, and some big YouTubers. And
So the sessions, do they start like Friday morning?
yeah, so 8:30.
8:30.
Most of them, we start the hog thing a little earlier, but 8:30, and then like every hour and a half, a new one starts. And we did give some people time for lunch because they want to shop. We want them to shop and want them time to do food trucks, because otherwise they don't want to leave the sessions.
So if they just purchase a ticket to get in, they can just pick and choose what they want. Do they have to sign up for whatever session?
No, and there's no other additional, except for food, there's no additional fees. Their one ticket that they buy covers both days and everything that's included, all the demonstrations and just
perfect.
And it ends at, the last one's at 3:30. It's probably done about 5. So
and it starts at
8:30.
At 8:30.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and our gates open at 7:00.
Okay.
Because the vendors open at 7, because we've got to get time to get all those couple thousand, 3,000 people in the gate and get them ready to sit down.
Yeah. So real quick before, did we miss anything?
1 minute about church.
Okay.
Sunday morning, we have all these tents up, and we've always thought we should have church in this tent, So we're going to do that. Perfect. So on Sunday morning, we're going to have church at 9 a.m. because our tents are still up, big tents. And Joel Salatin, our world's famous farmer, is going to be sharing there. And we're going to have some really cool music to go with that. And the community is invited to come join us. They do not have to have a ticket.
I was going to say that one there's no charge.
You just come and hang out and come to church.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So the event is Friday and Saturday, September 5th and 6th at the Webster County Fairgrounds on North Marshall, and tickets can be purchased online. I will have that link in our description box shortly after the show, but they can also purchase the tickets
at the gate. Yeah, they can get a ticket. I mean, if they have cash, they can get a ticket at the gate. Otherwise, they'll have to go online, and it's at ozarkshomesteading.com.
Okay,
but it must be cash, no credit card.
No, because we'll take care of them.
Okay.
Now they can purchase the tickets online with a card.
What we do at the gate is we have a QR code, and if they want to use their credit card, it takes them online.
Perfect. Did we miss anything?
You tell us. So was there anything else?
Yeah. So no, I was really glad to get the church thing in there.
Yes, and also you do have a little bit of room for some vendors.
Yeah, we have a lot of vendors, but my guy who is in charge of logistics on that, he said, we'll find room for them. So
if someone is interested in being a vendor, how does that process
There's
work?
a form on the website they can go to. And, it says we're too late taking vendors because we kind of cut that off because you won't be in the program at this point, But if it's something that we need and we lack, like a resource or a product we lack, we might look at it.
And if you are thinking about being a vendor, it's an excellent opportunity because I think we discussed earlier, you're expecting 3,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So an excellent opportunity to
And
get
great
your
for the
name out there.
community.
And yeah, and
Absolutely.
you know, and most of those people, you know, we love that we're bringing all these people in the community. You know, there's most of the people that come are not from here.
Yeah.
You know, so
Like we were talking earlier, the economic impact.
Yes.
You bring all these outside vendors in, they're staying at hotels, they're eating in restaurants.
Yes. They're going
Yeah,
to the gas
and-
stations.
The first turn, the
Absolutely.
second turn of the buck. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we'd love for the community to put things on their marquee, you know, welcome homesteaders or, you know, something like that to welcome the people, because we think it's a great town for people to come
Good.
to.
I think it's an excellent event. I
Yep.
may get down there. I'm going to try to get
I
down
hope
there this
so.
year.
You need to
yes.
come.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. We really appreciate
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's go to a quick commercial break. And
Yeah.
90 seconds, we'll be back and wrap up.
All right.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, located in Marshfield, Missouri, alongside historic Route 66. From the clubhouse to the grounds and to the course, our members and the community take pride in this wonderful course. So when you are ready to tee it up and play some golf, come make Whispering Oaks your golf course destination. You will be glad you came, and as always, have a great day.
Okay.
We're
now,
back.
so we're just talking. We're trying to get Rachel to go over and do some chickens on.
I can do the chickens.
Homestead.
Well, hang on. I don't know if I can do the chickens now because they are a bird.
That's right.
And we all know my fetish with birds. I can't do birds, but
Fetish isn't right. The fear.
fear is a better
Phobia.
word. Yes,
Yeah.
fear, yes,
Put that out later.
yes. Very, very much. I am very much afraid of birds. So I don't know if I can do chickens anymore. I have done chickens before.
All right.
So
Let's get into what's coming up. How's that? Because we have a lot of other stuff happening
yes,
right
we
now.
do. And I don't know if my flyers are in
Yes,
order.
let's
So
start with the Brooks
Ryan,
family.
okay, Brooks family. This is an exciting one. I'm excited to see the finished product on
Yes.
this one. Brooks and Family Equine Retirement is hosting a is it a grand opening?
It's an open
House right there in front of me. I'm sorry. It's their open house.
And we've only she's only told you about
Oh,
it.
hush. I knew it was coming up. I just didn't remember what they called it. So September 20th, it will be during harvest days. They're going to have their open house. And we went down there last week.
Yes.
And it's a phenomenal place. It's gorgeous. I cannot wait to see the
Big,
completed.
new, beautiful barn.
Yes.
Really nicely done.
Yes.
Big arena.
Yes.
So they're doing a lot of landscaping, getting things ready.
Yeah. So
And I
that
think,
will
aren't we
be.
going to do a ribbon cutting? Aren't we doing the open house? I think.
I know we've talked about
Okay,
that. I
maybe
don't
not.
know that I've talked to
Maybe we
Sherry
haven't
about
told them
that.
yet. Okay.
But I think that would be an excellent time to do it.
Absolutely right.
We would have, but mark that on your calendar for September 20th, from 11 to 5. Make sure you get down there and support this this venture.
How about we've never really talked about the Marshfield Farmers
We
Market
haven't.
on here. That's going on every week.
Every week, I think was it May to October?
I'll trust you.
I
on
think
that
that's
one.
what it is. Something around that time is May to October, and an excellent opportunity
Mhm.
to get to know your local people, your local vendors, and of course, I love it because it's food.
And the lot's full. I mean,
Yes.
a lot of people set
Yes.
there, set up the tents.
Yeah,
and,
Kneading
go
Joy
till
is
about
there.
6:30
Yeah,
and
Kneading Joy is there, and Tranquil Oaks Ranch.
Mhm.
She
your ice cream.
Yes, my ice cream. I get my bread.
Goat milk ice cream.
Goat milk ice cream. We get bread. We'll get bread from Lori, and
You don't put ice cream on it.
no,
Okay.
no, but her cheese.
I was gonna say.
Oh
that's exactly
my,
where you wanna go.
Shelly's cheese.
Yes.
Oh, it's goat milk cheese. Oh my, it's so good. So,
All right.
every Friday from 2:30 to 6:30 at the Young Shopping Center. make sure you check that out. You don't want to miss that one. Moving right along.
It is our weekly golf, right?
It is. And this tournament is Saturday.
Good.
So if you have not signed up for this tournament, I saw a couple of days ago that they still have some slots available.
Mhm.
So reach out to Jason at the golf course. I will have the golf course's phone number in the description box. So don't worry if you miss it from this flyer right here.
And this is their very first.
This is the
golf
first
tournament,
one.
so we want it to be successful.
Yes, we do want this to be successful. So if you haven't had a chance to sign up just yet, reach out to Jason at the golf course and he will take really good care of you. All right.
Let's see. We already talked about
Yep. Just
the-
another reminder that the Ozark Homesteading
Mhm.
Expo will be September 5th and 6th. Make sure you get that on your calendar and get out there and enjoy that expo. All right. One more time about our networking event on September 17th. Get that on your calendar now. You can sign up at discovermarshfield.com. I will have that link in the description box as well.
So more information coming early next
Yes,
week.
yes.
Get all this
And
down. We'll
guess
figure out-
what today is?
I think it's bleeding day.
It is. Today is the blood drive.
That's right.
That's right. And you get to go without me today.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't have to pick you up if
You
you pass
don't.
out or any of that, right?
Uh,
and I'll get a T-shirt.
yeah, you
won't.
will.
How's that?
That's all right. I don't
But
know.
the blood drive, it starts at 12:30
Yes.
today, and
Yep.
it's at the senior center.
Yes.
And
So if you get a
CBCO.
chance, just head on down there and give some blood. I don't think there's ever a time they don't need blood.
But it's odd
So.
because I had pop up on my Facebook stuff
Yeah.
where we apparently had done something promoted a year ago. 'Cause
Oh,
it was
really?
on August 22nd last year.
Oh,
How's
that's
that?
good.
So,
That's good.
yeah.
So Marshfield Senior Center today from 12:30 to 6:30. Get out there and help your community out
That's right.
because you never know when you're going to be in a position that you need it.
You know, I'd be curious to know how wide a distribution that is on that blood side. So,
Yeah. I
Go
don't
from
know
there.
what Ryan's doing, but he's telling me something.
how about what if they want to join the chamber? We'll get
All
this thing
right.
wrapped up here.
Yeah. Is that what you're telling me, Ryan, is to wrap it up? All right. So let's very quickly. Our chamber is growing and we are very thankful for that. If you are considering being a chamber member, I'll have that link in the description box. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the chamber. I'm happy to answer them. Just
Next week we'll have a slide with all of our new members. again.
Yeah.
We're done about every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep.
yeah, it's so exciting. If you have missed an episode of Good Morning Marshfield, I will have that link in the description box as well. If you missed a portion of this one, I'll have that link in there.
Right,
So yeah,
Well, and again, Facebook problem. It's like 2 weeks in a row now. We've had some Facebook issues.
Yeah.
Not technical here. It's
no,
on
it's
Facebook
just
for
on
whatever
Facebook's
reason.
end. So you may want to go back and rewatch
Right.
this episode.
And how about our next show?
Our next show is next Thursday, August 28th. And we are excited to welcome Sprouting Spot
Yes.
as our guest next week. And it's a new daycare. I think that's what I would call
well,
it, right?
it's more than that.
It
because
is.
It's kind of high quality
preschool.
preschool.
Educational
Yes.
daycare.
Yes. So it's not more than just a plain
Yeah.
child care.
I'm
and that's how they're promoting.
yes, and I'm excited to learn more about it. I've spoke to John Lopez a little bit about it, and he has got some fantastic ideas.
And for those of you who don't know, this is in the old Barkey's
Yes.
location.
Yes.
They have the big sign out front and actually has the stuff on the sign now.
Yeah.
They're in the process of redoing the building, so it's probably going to be later this year. I think maybe October or something when they're going to open. Or maybe first of the
I
year.
was gonna say I think it might be closer to the first of the year, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong too.
No, I think.
but I think I'm excited for that to open. I think it'll be a huge asset to our community because every time I scroll through Facebook, there's always somebody looking for childcare.
right.
And so this is an excellent opportunity. And I've spoken to John and safety is their top priority.
Right.
And that's nice to know because that's top of mind for him.
And we know they're bringing in experienced people
Absolutely.
who have
Yes.
some great credentials.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
It's going to give it a lot of credibility.
Yes. All right. Ryan's telling us to.
How about your sponsor? One last time.
Yes, absolutely. So a huge thank you to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, Las Casuelas, and Marshfield Chevrolet for sponsoring this show. We could not do this show without you, and we appreciate you very much.
Get out to Whispering Oaks. Play
Yes.
the Rotary Golf Tournament today.
Yeah,
Or this weekend.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much for joining us. We will be back next Thursday, August 28th. Bye.